All right, just me this time. So welcome to a little short look at my latest Mythic Legions purchase. It's not a new figure. It's actually a really good find I found here on a local, or well, local to Sweden anyway, auction site, and it's the early Moto Tribute Keltuss, and it's kind of quite the pricey figure nowadays. I really like this figure. I've seen him when I visited like friends like Emil Wickman and Steven Bishati, but I've never owned one myself because I got in the line. These were available at the time because I'm all in since the siege at Bjorngar. So that's a while back too. But when I got into the line, I didn't really hunt for these. And I haven't since either. But when this one showed up at this price, I didn't know the price, it was an auction, but it ended at $33. And that's cheap for any Mythic Legions figure. So to get Keltuss for $33, that is cheap. That is cheap. So maybe there's something wrong with this one. I messaged the guy who sold it, and he is not a Mythic Legions collector. He is a Masters of the Universe collector, and early on he saw this Skeletor looking figure and bought it, and it's been in his shelf since. So, oh yeah. It's not a sealed one, it's been displayed, but it's repackaged. And there's a lot of glare, as there usually is when it's Mythic Legions packaging, but it from just this quick look, it looks really good. Not even any wear and tear on the box itself, and from what I can see, like just looking into it from, well, it's dusty, but that's fine. No like paint scuffs or anything, but let's crack this thing open and have a closer look. It is dusty, but I don't mind that. The Havoc staff looks really cool. And the alternate heads. This purple is really nice. Really dig it. Doesn't really come off well on my crappy equipment / phone. Anyway, but it's all here in original bags. The purplish knife and the blue skull with non-articulated jaw. Yep. The correct shoulder pauldrons, including dust. Cool. I think this is such an old figure that it should have been white twist ties. You know, the little strings or straps around the figure in its packaging in the early days, those were white. I think Keltuss is such, well, old enough to have the white ones, but they are not in this packaging, which is fine. I'm not keeping any of this anyway. I am just really curious if he is unbroken and like in good condition. To be honest, I don't think he has even has articulated him. He's just unboxed him and put him on a shelf. It feels like it. Because some of the earlier figures are a bit loose in its articulation. He is not. No. This is the head I will use for him. I really like this Skeletor paint scheme. Skeletor, not Skeletor, you know what I mean. He is a great looking figure. I mean, it's a basic skeleton from the early days, but he is just cool. And yeah, purple sword. And I mean, you could really say that the line has come a long way. Here is another one I unboxed a few days ago from the latest Necronominous waves. They're all Adelric, right? Adelric. Not really a skeleton, but still a skeleton. You can see that they are really decked out now. And this one is like with soft goods, and it's a standard figure, but it feels really premium. And not only that, it's like the articulation, how they move. It's like, it's smooth, it's sturdy, it won't fall on a shelf. And so many details worked into the new ones. I have him with a skull on, because these new ones have face plates. And I think he looks really cool like this, because I like skeletons. So anyhow, both cool. I really like the early ones. I've said that many times. I even like the early, like these guys, the barbarian builders. They're still one of my favorite ones. They really are. It's just, this is what Mythic Legions is to me. It's just great. They have a special feel in hand, and if you collect this line, you know exactly what I mean. So, for $33, excellent find. Nothing is missing, nothing is broken. Need a good wash, dust, that's all. But all in all, super happy guy, super cool figure. See you next time. Bye.